Oh, good day, Jim. You seem very happy today.
What's the good news? No one seems happy after they get home from work.
Well, it is Mary and I's second anniversary, and I have something planned for tonight. I think she'll love it.
Well, what is it?
Glad you asked, Rob. So, I'm going to take her to the restaurant down on Main Street. Then, I'm going to take her to the place where we first met. And then, I'm going to ask her a question.
That's not a question. That is the question. Congratulations, Jim.
The question.
That's nice plan you got there, Jimbo. You think Mary's gonna be into that?
Just shut up, Steve. He's more of a man than you.
You got a girl fighting your battles for you? Do you, Jim? Huh? 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 You're gonna get yours, Jimbo. You're gonna get it.
Man, I hate that guy.
Why do you let him pick on you like that?
I work with him at the Silver Mine.
Robert has a job wrong being at his work, right, Rob?
Oh, yes, but I'm afraid my boss is kind of a jackass, you see.
Thanks, Rob, but I think my job's fine enough. Oh, shoot! I gotta go. See you guys.
Come in.
Mary? Are you ready?
Jim, I got something to tell you. Sit down.
Is everything okay, Mary? Did
No
someone
one
die?
No one died. Will you sit down? I just got something to tell you.
Yes, dear.
These past 2 years have been, well, I'm not going to say it's me, because it's you. People have been saying a lot, and the worst part is, you believe them.
I thought you were happy, Mary. What happened?
Well, not, and I think it's time for you to go.
But what about tonight? I had everything planned out.
Go along and take your friend Robert with you.
It's Robert's.
You better get going before I yell for help.
I thought.
I'm sorry, Jim. I know how much she meant to you.
I hate this night to go to waste. How about we go get Ann and, have some dinner?
Oh, well, I'd love to, but she's starting her job as a school teacher tomorrow.
Ann's gonna be a teacher?
Yes, she wants to be the very first cool teacher.
Teachers aren't cool. They're mean and hit kids with rulers.
Yes, but Ann wants to try anyway.
Right here.
We'll give you 2 minutes to decide.
Thank you, sir. And can you bring us a bottle of wine?
What kind?
Just something to dumb my pain.
I suggest whiskey.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, they have lobster?
Mary loved lobster.
Okay, never mind. I'll have chili.
We had chili at the fair last year.
Where is that whiskey? It's about time.
Here we are. You guys the bottle.
Now get on.
Get the hell out of here.
Whatever.
Jim, you need to forget Mary. I never liked her since I and her first met.
Yeah, Mary is a real mean person. My best friend, you know that?
Yeah, I know, buddy. And you're my best friend, too.
Oh, looky here, Jimbo.
What do you want, Stephen?
I heard about you and Mary and how you two are not together anymore. I'm gonna go give her a piece of a real man.
Stephen, how the hell do you know what happened with me and Mary? Was it you, Rob? Ah, it wasn't you.
No, you.
Or was it you?
No, you idiot. She told me Mary has been cheating on you.
Steve, I know that you hate me, but Mary wouldn't cheat on me with you.
Why not? I'm confident, good looking, and this ass is banging.
Oh, yeah? Well, guess what? I'm smarter than you, and I can kick your butt.
Square up, Jim.
What's about to go down?
Here you go, Jake. You go. Got the time, mister? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
Oh, shucks. How long was I out? Thank you, sir.
Jim, just the man I wanted to see. Hi. Robert's told me about Mary. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a problem. So, I actually need to talk to you, Ann.
Shoot.
So I found out that Mary's been cheating on me with someone. And that someone is Steve.
The love of your life is cheating with your worst enemy?
That's what I said. But I've been thinking. You've been telling me about standing up for myself. And you know what? I'm going to do that.
Good for you.
Just one quick question. What do I do?
What do you mean, Jim? Have you never stood up for yourself before?
No.
Well, then you need to find what he likes and tease him.
Isn't that a little mean?
Jim, he's been harassing you your whole life.
That's true. All right, let's do it. But where do we start?
Well, what does he like?
Well, at work he always talks about throwing parties by his new house.
Well, do you know where he lives?
Yes, I do. Right this way. Hello there, Rob.
I'm saying buy the lot and build a house right there so light does not shine into his house.
Wait, so you're saying I should build a house right next to my arch enemy? Why would I do that?
I think two fellas in Boston did it. I think it's called a spite house.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this idea. It sounds like it's a bad idea.
Do you want to get back at him from all the things he's done to you?
You're right. All right. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go by the lot. So, you and Roberts meet me at the saloon. We're gonna go help. You're right. I'm gonna go by the lot. You and Roberts meet me at the saloon. Hello? Is anybody in here?
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking to buy some land.
You want to buy land? Well, it's the Wild West. You don't need to buy land. You can just go build something on it.
Is that easy? I just
See?
build something?
See, it's that easy. If we didn't do that, we require people to buy land, no one will live out here.
Then I'm gonna go.
Okay, have a good day.
Okay, action!
What the hell is going on, Jim? Ann would not tell me anything as we were coming here.
I'm gonna stick it to Steve, Roberts. So I found out that Mary and Steve, they'll be going on this little honeymoon. So I think it's the perfect time to build the house on that lot.
Great, let's start tomorrow.
Ooh, I can't do tomorrow. I have work.
Come on, you can miss one day. You have missed a single day this year.
Come on, I need your help with this, please.
No. Don't give me those. I'll be on faces. Fine, I'll follow.
Yes!
Great, let's have some shots.
No! Let's do this. You guys for the help.
Anytime. When's the party?
What party?
To break in the house, you have to have a big party.
I never heard of that.
Me too. I think you're making this up, man.
Of course not. I heard of a couple guys that did it down south.
Okay then. Invite everybody you know.
In the world is this?
Oh, hey there, neighbor. How's your day?
What in my house? Jim, I love my house. What did you do to my house?
Now, Jim, you stop this. This game isn't funny.
What game? I just wanted to build a new house, and well, I found a new lot.
I am gonna hurt you.
Hey, don't be going onto my property, or I'll call the marshal. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm having a party later tonight. Tell me if it gets too loud, okay?
Leave it, Mary. Moving 6 inches away from my house.
Baby, I don't think he's 6 inches away from your house.
I went outside and I checked. 6 inches. He's 6 inches away from our house. And now he's starting this party to try and get back at me. Where did he get the guts?
You think he's trying to get back at you? I've known Jim a long time, and I don't think he has the guts for that.
You're right. I could squash him like a bug.
Why don't you say we take this up to the bedroom?
I like where this is going. Hello. Madame. Move your foot.
Oh my gosh!
Hello, my lady.
He put a window right next to ours!
Should I close the blinds? He can't see through blinds.
He's gone too far. You gotta do something about this.
But if I do anything, if he told me if I stepped onto his property that he'd call the marshal and I can't go back to jail.
Well,
I
then-
won't go back.
Why don't you go to him when he's not at his house?
That's a good idea. Maybe I could teach him a lesson that way. No, I believe we were up to something.
I'm going to my friend's house.
But why?
You deal with him, then I'll be back.
Be at the saloon around noon, alright?
Get this under control, boys.
Out of the way.
Look who it is, a little bookworm who thinks he can fight back.
What do you want, Steve?
You know what I want? I want you to move and burn your house down.
Well, too bad he isn't moving.
Well, how about you stay out of the sand?
Well, why don't you stop being such a cool thing to
So what'd you just call me?
You heard me.
Now listen, I want you to move away. I want you to tear your house down. We're gonna have any problems, or am I gonna have to teach you a lesson?
What's the lesson? How to be a douche?
I know how to chase a cat up in a tree. Man, I get the business. I'ma be, is you crazy? Where the hood at? Had that in the cut, where the wood at? On it, stacking up, where the walls at? You better.
Now, who here is responsible for this? So you're the boys causing trouble in my town, aren't you?
It's not my fault.
Steve,
Whoa.
it's nice to see you on the other side of the jail cell.
Thank you, Marshal.
Boy, I've never seen you. I think your name's Jim.
Work out the silver mine next.
Now how about, Steve, you tell me what's going on here.
Well, Marshal, this ingrate Jim over here decided to move 6 inches away from my house.
Hey,
and
I
I
did
want
that.
him gone.
I did that because you keep bullying me, kept hurting me.
Jim, why would you move so close to your enemy?
Two guys in Boston did it.
If two guys in Boston jumped off a cliff, would you do it?
No.
Well, then why'd you do it? Anne, aren't you a new school teacher? So why you tell this nice man here that he should move next to his enemy?
Because, of course, it's a brilliant idea. He would stop if he lived next to him.
So what inspired all this to come about? Anyone know? I saw you in the ring store a couple weeks ago. Why were you in the ring store? Married. I checked the records in my town and it says you got married to this nice man here. Is that true?
Yes, Marshall, it is.
Now, I got a question. Do you love Steve or do you love his wallet?
What?
Mary, I've seen you with all types of rich men in this town, and that's saying something because there's only 3. So let me get this straight. You married this man, but you dumped him, and you know that this man hates this man, and this man hates that man. So I can't quite comprehend how messed up that is, even for me. So here's what we're gonna do. Those houses are gonna stay up. You 2 are gonna live in those houses for a year.
What?
No!
You can live in the houses, or you can share a cell together.
Okay.
Fine. Now, Mary, say sorry to Jim.
Sorry, Jim.
Right. Now, everyone here, look the person next to you. Get along with them. They might be your neighbor. Let's move, boys.
All right, you're interested in the Spite Houses. The actual mythology of the Spite Houses is entirely an invention of the 20th century. If you consider the myth, there's this long, elaborate story about how one miner built a house that was going to be for his daughter, possibly, or something, and that his arch enemy, another miner, bought the lot next door and built this house smack up against the other house, so there was no air or light or anything like that. Well, that's just not true. If you look at the way that houses were built in the 19th century, particularly in places like Virginia City, where there was not a lot of ready ground available. I mean, the slope was steep, the mines were everywhere. You basically pretty much had to put a house wherever you could put a house. And the way that they built them, if you look at any photograph from the period, from the 1870s, 1880s, is that they were built out to the lot lines and with no real space between buildings on the sides. You know, if you were lucky, you got a little bit of space at the front, a little bit of space at the back. And if you pull out any of the photographs, you'll see that almost all the houses in town were built that way. Now what happened is that after the mines gave out in the late 19th century, in 1880, 1890, people abandoned the town. They would just simply lock their doors and off they went to wherever it was that they could find work. So in, say, 1900 or 1910, you could essentially buy any house in town that had been abandoned for a few dollars in back taxes from the county. And so what happened is that a lot of people who were still here would buy the house next door to them, disassemble it, use the wood for firewood for the winter, and then have a side yard. And as a result, lots and lots of houses were lost that way. Also, there were a lot of buildings that were moved out of the Comstock to other places where they could be reused. We find that all the time. People picked up a house, took it apart, or even moved it in large pieces off to, we had one down in Mason Valley, found them in Reno. So by the time that the tourism business was starting in the middle of the 20th century, there were lots of gaps in what was the way the town was put together. And when they started doing the tour train at the Delta Saloon around town, they make a loop that goes down to the south end of town to the Fourth Ward School and back. And they had a little dead air without anything to talk about right as they were going past these two houses, the red and white Spite Houses. And so as a result of that, they made up a story, because by the time that they were looking at these buildings, they did look unusual because they were so close together. And so they essentially created this myth about the two miners who were arch rivals having this little feud and building these houses so close together. And that has been something that's been part of the mythology of Virginia City for... No, but I don't think anybody's actually ever looked into when that story first arose or when it first came up, but
I think that we can at least document it back to sometime in the 1930s. So that's now something in the neighborhood of 75 years that they've been telling this story. And as a result, it's taken on the weight of history, and there are many people who think that it's actually true. But if you examine the actual historical facts, it's just another made-up story having to do with Virginia City, and believe me, we have hundreds of them.
Out in the old West, when the gold rush dwindled in California, the biggest silver and gold strike in the world turned up in Virginia City, Nevada. Men swarmed in like locusts, thousands and thousands to the Comstock. There were the good men, the bad men, and the ugly. But all the women tend to be pretty, in spite of their looks when you're dirty and tired and lonely. And oh yeah, there was danger and hard mucking work, two-fisted drinking and whoring, but most of all, boredom and spite.